Last Saturday, the Colorado Buffaloes stomped over the Arizona Wildcats, beating them 34-7 in a game in which Shedeur Sanders did not play his greatest, as he got 23 of 33 completion, 250 yards throwing, 2 touchdowns, and 2 INTs. But it was good enough to get the Colorado Buffaloes over the hump and beat the Arizona Wildcats at home and give Colorado its best start in a 7-game stretch since 2018. So today I'm not going to be answering a question. I'm going to be telling y'all the facts. And the facts is that Colorado is a legit football team. A legit college football team. Now, finally, they become a legit college football team after 2 seasons. A little over a season and a half, okay, if you want to call it that. But this season and last season, to start off, they struggled this season. They struggled last season, okay? They didn't perform as well as they should have. I think they won 2 or 3 straight, and then they absolutely was just, they were just dog crap. The entire rest of the season, they weren't playing good. They were playing like hot garbage. And in this season, redemption season, but it starts off slow. The North Dakota State game, we thought they were going to run in there and absolutely destroy North Dakota State. Because that's Colorado you're talking about. It's the Buffaloes. And then they made it a dogfight, in which it should have never been a dogfight. Should have never even gotten to that point. Ever. And you know what? They get absolutely mopped by Nebraska. A team who just got mopped earlier. So, tell me this. How do you think their season starts off? It starts off horrible. Everybody knew it started off horrible. And then they played Colorado State in the rivalry game. Beat them 28-9. They started to perform better. They looked better. But they still looked like the same old Buffaloes. It just seemed like the Colorado State Rams were just not in it. They didn't seem like they had it in them. And then after that game, the Baylor game, which turned everything around. Everything. And you know what? This is what happened. They won in overtime. They actually looked like a legit football team in overtime. They looked like the same old Buffaloes again. From first to fourth quarter up until the last 20 seconds. And then they were legit. With a great play by Shedeur Sanders to get them to overtime. And then what happens in overtime? They play like a legit football team. The play calling is on point. Right plays called at the right time. That's what a legit football team is made of. This program looks like it's getting better and looking legit. All right? And then after Baylor, they play UCF, which is the greatest game that the Buffaloes have played in the past 2 seasons. Since they got Coach Prime, the UCF game was the best game they played by far. When you're looking at a totality of points scored, how they played, play calling, opponent was decent, everything. That was the best game they played. I mean, they beat UCF, and UCF's a decent team. They're up there, but they're not a ranked team. But they go and play Kansas State and nearly win. Just barely. They barely lost. A game they could have easily won the way they were playing. Kansas State was just that good. They were just that good. And we got to give them props for that. We have to. But Colorado did not play bad. And then Arizona last weekend. Last Saturday, just a few days ago, they go out there, go against one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they win 34-7. A game in which Shedeur Sanders didn't even play that great. He didn't play that great. Yes, he went 23 of 33. Okay, I get that. Yes, he had 250 passing yards, which is pretty good. Yes, he had 2 touchdowns. He did have 2 INTs, though. We don't like our quarterbacks throwing picks. It wasn't the best game he played, but it was good enough to get them the win. They look like a legit football team, and they have. This This stretch they're on. Let me just tell you something. The Colorado Buffaloes are on the best 5-game stretch in all of college football right now. Despite the loss to Kansas State, this is the best 5-game stretch in all of college football, and it's not close. I understand that the Indiana Hoosiers are playing good. I get that. I get it. But they're not Colorado. Because Colorado had to face adversity after getting mopped by Nebraska. They go in a rivalry game and they demolish Colorado State. Then they beat Baylor, a team that they were supposed to lose to. Then UCF, they were favored to lose. UCF was favored to win, and, Colorado was underdog. They go and beat UCF pretty badly, probably the best game they've played, since Coach Prime. Then they lose to Kansas State barely. They barely lose. A team that was ranked. And they go out there and play like that? They play great. And then they beat Arizona like how Nebraska beat them, but worse. And Coach Prime deserves tons of credit. Tons of credit. Because last season wasn't it. It wasn't it. I love the Buffaloes. I love what they're doing. I love Coach Prime. I love Shedeur Sanders. I love Travis Hunter. But good Lord, they are on a great stretch right now. And if they continue to play the way they're playing, they can be contenders. They will be contenders for their division's championship. I guarantee it. And look, Travis Hunter has been in and out, right? He's been dealing with some injuries, which I get. It happens. It's football. It's dangerous. But, that's another reason why they lost to Kansas State was because he didn't have his top 3 receivers. His top 3 receivers were gone, and he was left with decent receivers, but they weren't his top targets. And it still got to the score it was, 31-28. That's a pretty good score. That's a pretty good fight against a ranked team when Shedeur Sanders has his top 3 receivers out. But moving forward, right, Colorado has to face a good bit of teams left, right? They have a little bit to face. So here's what I think is going to happen, okay? They go play Cincinnati next. I think they're going to beat Cincinnati narrowly. I think it's going to come down to the wire. I think Colorado is going to come out with the edge. But I just feel like Colorado can win. I feel like they're going to get the job done. Cincinnati hasn't been the same since Desmond Ridder left. I just feel like at the end of the day, Colorado's going to win. Probably going to say 28-21 just if I had to, make a guess. But that's what I think is going to happen. Then they play Texas Tech. I think they're going to I think they're going to handle their business and win against Texas Tech. I think that's going to be a game where they probably win by 2 or 3 touchdowns. So I have no doubt about that. Then I think they're going to play Utah and lose. I think when they play Utah, they will get demolished. I think that they're going to get it handed to them because Utah is a team that you can't mess with. I don't know if they're dealing with any injury right now, and if they are, then I will take that back, and I think that Colorado will win. But if Utah is fully healthy or close to fully healthy and have their key pieces ready to go play, then I think that they will win and beat Colorado by at least 2 touchdowns, probably 3. And then they play Kansas, and I think that they're going to beat Kansas probably by a touchdown, a field goal, something like that. I think they're going to be in a dogfight, but they're going to come out with the win. I think that that's what's going to happen in that game. So pretty close game. I think it'll be high scoring, probably like 37-34, something around that. Then they play Oklahoma State. I think they will lose to Oklahoma State. I think that they will lose badly just because I feel like Oklahoma State has a better program. They've been good for a good amount of time. For the past few seasons, they've been really good. I'm pretty sure they played against Colorado last year and didn't look too good. So I just have to say that I think Colorado will lose this game, but I think that they're going to come out with an 8-4 record, which is not bad. It's not bad. Not bad at all. So if I had to say, are the Colorado Buffaloes a legit team in college football? The answer is yes. They are a legit team in college football. And they will for sure, do good throughout these next few games. And I think they will come out with 3 wins and 2 losses, which isn't bad. for the Colorado Buffaloes under head coach Deion Sanders, led by Shedeur Sanders on the offense as quarterback and Travis Hunter on both sides of the ball. Let's go Buffaloes. Thanks for watching this edition of the Daniel Stahls Show. Make sure you go like, turn on post notifications on as always, and comment. Let me know what you think about this video, and if you want to see more greatness and more clips from this show, make sure you go subscribe to my channel, because I will be back with more videos on football, basketball, and boxing very soon. Peace out, y'all.